Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jeanette here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I curl my hair. So if that's something that you're interested in, then keep on watching. Okay, so I have day 2 hair, so I just washed it last night. To start out, I usually like to prep my hair with a heat protectant spray. So today we're going to use the TG heat protection spray. That's what it looks like. I just grab my hair and just spritz it everywhere on the ends because I'm not really touching up here, but you can still get that too. And then I comb my fingers through it just to make sure it's all even. Next step, we are going to section the hair out into 3 sections. I like to section out into 3. I'll just turn around so you can kind of see what I'm doing. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then just clip it up with the clip, get it out of the way. I usually pull out my hair like this, but I will actually split it in half because I don't want to grab too much hair because then the curls won't be as curly. It will be more loose the bigger your sections are. Today we're going to use a 1.5 barrel, and I love the Hot Tools. It's my favorite go-to all the time. I always do it to the highest setting. You don't have to. I'm a hairdresser, so I do it really quick compared to, say, if you were to do it at home. So you can turn down the heat to even like 330 or just halfway, whatever you're comfortable with. So I like to curl the hair away from the face, so I am just going to go right from the mids there, not touching the root, and then I work from the middle down and just go very smooth and then release. Then you get a nice pretty curl like that, but I don't touch it yet just because I want the curl to actually stay. So I'm just gonna tuck it over my shoulder and then repeat the same thing. I kind of comb my hair with my fingers, and then I will put it through the barrel once everything is nice and smooth, just because you don't want any clumps, and then if you add it onto the heat, it just makes like a weird tangly hair piece, I guess. But you kind of notice if you go all in the same direction that it will kind of turn into one big curl. Sometimes I will use a texture spray and then I'll spritz it, and then it will kind of separate a little bit easier, but I can show you that later on. So moving on to the next side, same thing. Section it out into 2. And this part, it doesn't really matter which way you go. I'm just doing it how I normally like to do it. So if you want to mix it, you can definitely mix it. If you don't want to and you want to follow what I'm doing, then by all means do that too. For this one, it kind of jumped up really high, so I like to just kind of give it a quick pull and hold it for a few seconds, and then it kind of releases it a little more so it's less tight. That is optional, of course. And I know from my current subscribers, you guys have been with me for a few months now, and my first ever video that I posted on YouTube was me curling my hair, but my hair was dark back then and it was a little bit longer. So I am remaking this video just because I did not realize about the whole YouTube copyright for the music. So I honestly just picked like whatever music I liked, and I like EDM music, so I just picked some of my favorites, and it turns out that there was a copyright on it. So now I'm just gonna run my fingers through and just gonna loosen all those up. Next step is hairspray. So we are using Design Me, Hold Me 3 Ways. It's one of my favorites. It smells really good. And you have the option to do a low, medium, or high. I feel like it's more just how much you want of it to spritz out, or what kind of hold you want it to do, then you can do it like that. So I just kind of comb that out, and I'll spray on the ends. Same thing on this side. And I like to spray up, because that way it just kind of rains down. And then we're gonna take section down, and then I just kind of make like a little horseshoe on the top here. make a little weird ball and clip it out of the way. Very easy. And then just pick and play. If you feel like you need to add more of a heat protection, you definitely can. And then if you watched my first video, you'll kind of see if I let this go, there's like a little bit of a kink. So what I like to do is I will just pull my hair, not too hard, and I will just kind of run my curling iron over it like that to smooth it out, just to give it a nice smoother base. And then you find that that helps a lot with the kinks and it's more smooth that way. But as I was saying, yes, my first video I ever posted on YouTube, it was me curling my hair, but damn copyrights, so we're just remaking this video just so if I ever make money on it, then I can have some money. But I mean, my whole goal to make YouTube videos was just to help people, just to see, well, there's a lot of uneducated people out there, and I just want to help people just so they're more informed and that they can do their hair more properly, or they just know more in the hair world, since not many people go to hair school, and I went to hair school and I never realized that so many people are unaware until I became a hairdresser. So why not help while you can? So I'm basically doing the same thing all the way around, just everywhere away from my face, because I like that more full look, and if you want more of a slimming look, then you would curl towards your face. I had to adjust how I curled my hair too, just because when I went blonde, a lot of my hair melted off. So I have to just kind of readjust how I curl my hair just to give it the same shape, how it used to look like when I curled it before, but I'm getting the hang of it. I think it's just how you have to learn your own hair again when it goes through a change of being shorter. And if you guys are wondering how long to hold your curling iron for against the hair, then just count to 3, like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, then let go. But if you have a higher heat setting, then maybe just do a lot quicker, because you don't want to fry your hair. Or I would never want anyone to fry their hair and just go on my video and say, oh, she told me to. But no lawsuit, please, thank you. Of course, if you guys have any questions too, feel free to drop me a comment down below or slide into my DMs and I can help you out for sure, because I definitely don't mind answering questions.
I can't even slow down. If they listen, I'm alright. Done playing in the backfield. 6 years still surreal. I'm weird, but I love right. Got a girl in the right light. Sweet bitchy for my foreplay. I'm committed in the right.
This is what it looks like so far. And last section. This is the most important section. So I usually part my hair to the side, so I just kind of drop it down and then let my hair do whatever it wants to do. But the top section is very important just because it frames your face, and I was telling everybody in my last video, I hate it when hair touches my face like this. So I like to curl away from the face, then it just kind of holds everything out and I don't have to worry about it touching my face and just interrupting, because I get oily really quick on my skin and it just makes me break out because you have a lot of natural oils from your hair and it just kind of, you get the idea. But anyways, moving on. Some people can do like volume 2, but I don't necessarily like the volume, so I know some people would go this way. Sometimes I'll do that if I want volume, but in this case, I just want it away from my face. And usually when I sleep on my hair the next day, my pillow kind of determines my fate. If anyone else feels like that, leave me a comment below. But some days is good, some days is bad. If you guys seen my last video, I'm really loving this TG toner. I've washed my hair maybe 3 times and it kind of faded, but not as fast as the Redken that I normally use. I use the shade EQ, but this one, I remember loving the TG glosses and it's been great. Okay, so going back to curling hair, I usually put these two together. Like I will kind of run my fingers through and merge it, kind of like that. And it just sits so nice. And if you're worried about like pieces like this, I'll show you how to loosen that up in a bit. I'm just gonna finish up on this side here. Another tricky part is when you're looking in the mirror and you're just trying to figure out to do the opposite of what you just did. It's a little challenging. Sometimes it's challenging for me too. Don't worry, we're all human. But an easy way for me is I just put the rod in front of me. Carefully, you don't want to burn yourself. And then you want to make like an L with your hand. So left, so you go away from your face. So counterclockwise. And then this way, it's the opposite. So clockwise. That is how it works for me, but everyone's different. If you want to give that a try, go for it. If that helps, then great. If not, then whatever. Okay, so same thing, these two curls. It looks kind of like prom-y, so I just kind of run my fingers through it and just kind of push it away from my face. I'm just kind of looking in the mirror, so if I'm looking away, it's because there's a huge mirror behind me. This is my washroom that I'm filming in right now. But this is how my curls look like. You can definitely see the curls a little bit better when my hair is blonde. You can definitely see all that texture. And I'll show you that texture spray I was talking about. So I use the TG. This one is the texture spray. And it has a nice smell to it too. Just give it a shake, and then what you want to do is just spray on the ends. Comes out a very light mist. And then again, run your fingers through it. It just kind of makes everything more piecey. So you can just kind of play around with it. And so you can see it's more piecey. Now what I like to do is just check the back. And just hold it back, make sure everything's good. And usually I have like this section in the back here that it's kind of more smooth, and then I'll find some pieces back here that are too curly for my liking. So what I like to do is I think of a U shape, and I think it just marries the curl better and nicer. So what I like to do is I'll just grab this piece here, that's the smooth part. Give it a quick curl. I just want everything to kind of be more even looking because some parts are smooth, some parts aren't. Then I just keep running my fingers through it until it's what I like. This section here is a little too curly for my liking. So this is how, when you get those like random like curls that you don't like, take your curling iron and just run it down a few times. This will loosen the curl. So it calms it down right away. We're just gonna check it again. pretty good for me. Okay, so I do want to mention too, sometimes I do like to add a little oil into my hands and then I just kind of smooth out the hair from the mids to the ends. You guys can do that too, it is optional, but sometimes I also just like to just finish it off with a texture spray and that's good enough for me because most of the time they all have like a shine of some sort in them. So I just wanted to throw that out there too. If you guys need any other tips, let me know, and enjoy the rest of your day wherever you guys are, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!